Welcome back to another episode of Know Your SMS with Vikram Upadhyaya, the show where we go behind the scenes of what it really takes to build a great business. Today's topic is one that every founder, no matter what stage they're in, needs to pause and reflect on. And that is this: why are you doing what you're doing? Yes, we're talking about your why. You see, when entrepreneurs understand their why, it becomes more than just a motivation. It becomes a compass, a North Star that keeps them on course when things get tough, which, let's be honest, they often do. Before figuring out how, when, or even what to build, entrepreneurs need to ask themselves, why am I doing this? That one question alone, if answered honestly, can save years of wasted effort and heartache. In a classic Harvard Business Review article titled "The Questions Every Entrepreneur Must Ask," the very first step is highlighted as clarification of goals. In other words, where do I want to go? Because only after your destination is clear can you start mapping the route. Let's take a page out of history. Larry Page and Sergey Brin, the co-founders of Google, today operate hundreds of products, but the core purpose that started it all? To make the world's information universally accessible and useful. That mission hasn't changed, and it shows in everything they do. Purpose isn't just a fancy tagline, it's what keeps you grounded. It defines what success means to you. Saying we want to be number one doesn't mean anything unless you define how you measure that success. Is it customers, revenue, reach, or innovation? That's why your purpose needs to be clear, precise, and powerful. It should come from a place of wanting to solve a problem, not just chasing a payday. Revenue is the outcome. Purpose is the fuel. As your startup grows, your clarity of purpose needs to grow with it. It becomes the foundation for your culture, your vision, your brand, and most importantly, your decision making. Need proof? Take Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg's mission from the beginning was simple but strong: to give people the power to build community and bring the world closer together. That mission still drives the company, which now connects over 2 billion people each month. Now contrast that with Yahoo or AOL, once giants in the internet space. But over time, they lost sight of their purpose. Pressures from investors and competition took over, and without that clarity, they faded into irrelevance. In fact, according to a joint study by Harvard Business Review and Ernst & Young's Beacon Institute, companies that were aligned around a shared purpose showed greater innovation, stronger employee morale, more consistent growth, and deeper customer loyalty. So, if you're building a startup today, ask yourself this: what's my why? What problem am I truly trying to solve, and for whom? Remember what Simon Sinek said: people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So if you don't know your why yet, it's not too late. Take time to dig deep, reflect, ask tough questions. Because once you find it, every decision, every strategy, every pitch becomes that much clearer. That's it for today's episode of Know Your SMS. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with another founder who's just getting started. And remember, clarity creates momentum. Start with your why. Until next time, keep building with purpose.